Okay, so this is in your book. It is on page 65. So what you're going to do is anytime you get an assignment or a test or a paper, you should always just start to just dump everything you know onto your paper. So that includes like rules, formulas, definitions, anything like that you should dump onto your paper. So what we're going to do is we are going to write our multiplication rules. We're going to write them a few times so that we can memorize them. So right away, we're going to write multiplication rules. So the first one is our same signs. So if we have the same signs, my answer is going to equal positive. If I have different signs, my answer is going to be negative. So different signs, it's going to be negative. Same signs, it's going to be positive. So looking at this first one, I have 5 times -2. So I have 5 groups of -2. So what I'm going to do is I can show you what this looks like. This is 5 groups of -2. So I have one group, 2 groups, 3 groups, 4 groups, and 5 groups. 5 groups of -2s, right? There's 2 negatives, 2 negatives, 2 negatives, 2 negatives, and 2 negatives. We have 5 groups. And then you add them together. How many negatives do I have all together? I have 10 negatives, right? Or I could just use my rules. They have 2 different signs, so I know that right away 5 times -2 is going to be a negative number. Then all I have to do is times my numbers. 5 times 2 is 10, -10. Okay, we are going to write our rules again for this one. So again, write down your rules. It's the same sign. We're going to do positive, different signs, we're going to do a negative. So let's just look at this one. So -6 times 3. So I have the different signs. I have one is negative and one is positive. So if we want to look at that, negative times a positive. Negative times a positive, 2 different signs. So that means my answer is going to be negative. So I'm going to have a negative answer. So -6 times 3 is a negative. 6 times 3 is what? 18. So -18. Okay, using the rules from above, I have negative times a negative. -2 times -7. So negative times a negative. 2 of the same sign, both are the same, both are negatives. So I know my answer is going to be a positive. So -2 times -7 equals a positive. 2 times 7 is what? 2 times 7 is 14, so a positive 14.